As some of you know, the Geospatial Technology Consortium of Community Colleges, or GTC3, has an annual conference called GeoEd, and we've been having this for the last 20 or so years. And one of the things that we do is we use Survey 123, which is a field data collection app that we'll get into later this semester, to collect registration. And so here I'm showing the registration for GeoEd 20 and 21. And we like to map where our participants are coming from so that we can see where we might want to have a conference to try to get into that particular local area. So having these two data layers as separate layers isn't sometimes the most useful for doing analysis. In truth, I would actually add the last 5 years of GeoEd, but I just wanted a simple example for this. So I'm just using two. So I want to merge these data sets together so that we have one data layer versus two. It just makes an analysis much more efficient versus working with multiple layers, doing the same functions on those layers. So I'm going to come to Tools, and I'm going to come to Manage Data. Under Manage Data, you're going to see Merge Tools, and it says it combines features from two layers into a new layer. So I'm going to click that and then select the input layer, GeoEd 21, and I'm going to merge it with 20. You could do it either way in this particular case. And then you come down here and give it a name, and you run the tool. The tool continues to run. And when it's finished, it will add a new data layer to our map that combines the two. While we're waiting for that to run, again, like the next step for me would be a couple of different things. The first, I would add a state's data layer, so we have the state outlines, and then I would do a summarize within to count up how many GeoEd participants are coming from each state, and then make a graduated color map of that. Second, I would then create a heat map with that so that we can see where participants are more densely located. So I would be looking at a couple of different data representations of that so that we have a better idea of our data. And let's take a check to see what's going on here. Oh, there we go. My impatience was getting the better of me again. So now that we have the merged data, we can hide the others, or frankly, you can just remove them from your map completely because you don't need them anymore because you now have a merged data set. And you can see the extent there. And 2021, by the way, was when we were virtual. So we had people from all over the world versus just the United States because of the fact that it was virtual and anybody could attend easily. Now, just one little last tip because I can't leave this before I change the symbology. If you haven't discovered Firefly symbology yet, here's a great time to discover it. You come here and click on Firefly, and this gives you some nice symbols that are just a little bit more aesthetic than some of the other symbols that you have under the basic category. So I encourage you to check out those Firefly symbols. But that's how easy it is to merge data layers. You basically just select them both and smoosh them together, and you have a merged data set.